Twitter.
All right, I'm sitting here with this gentleman in Bisbee, Arizona, out here in Bisbee, Arizona, and we just had a cool conversation about Bigfoot. Why don't you tell me your name and tell me what you told me before?
Okay, my name's Xavier. It all kind of went out when I got tired of living on the streets of Portland, Oregon, that I fucking just went out into the Three Sisters Wilderness and just kept walking and walking. I had a whole bunch of top of the line gear, but I don't know, that year or every year, pretty much just rained to where all my gear was soaking wet. Couldn't even find any good wood to fucking have a fire. So I just frantically looked through the woods, trying to find a dry spot. Couldn't find a dry spot. Got frustrated, started crying, and sat down next to an old growth tree that was, I don't know, about 10 feet around, or 10 feet thick, you know, and fucking I just put my hand on the ground, and then my hand was dry. I was feeling dried up. And I looked under that down tree and it was all dry, and I just buried myself in that stuff. Okay, I fucking woke up in the morning all dry, so I knew this is a place where I could stay for a while. So I stayed there forever. I mean, I was always dry, just looking for anything to, you know, just explore, you know. For 3 months, I was talking to myself, talking to the birds, talking to the rocks, talking to the trees. Got to a point where I just stopped talking. And it's like just observing, just getting my necessities, my food, you know, things that I knew that was edible, things, you know, that I had to kill for food. Mostly small game because I didn't want to waste. And then one day, it was just like a nice sunny day, birds chirping, you can hear rustling in the ground. And then all of a sudden, I fucking heard this screech. I mean, I swear, it sounded like Chewbacca. It sounded like, it wasn't a bear, it wasn't a cougar, it wasn't an elk, you know, it wasn't anything. Nothing that I heard of. And I was fucking like scared shitless, and I fucking buried myself in that duff and fucking just like went to sleep, thinking that I was gonna get mauled by something. And then I woke up in the morning. It was quiet, birds chirping, you know, just little critters rustling the ground, chipmunks chirping. No sound, you know, but I knew this was something is still there. I felt it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go past a couple of ridges, you know, and go through past a couple of ridges, you know, fucking like, making the story short, you know, I came back into town and fucking like, is that good?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Short. I mean, just that one
Any way you want to tell
that one experience, I just like had to get away, get away.
Yep. How long total did you tell me that you spent out there in the woods?
It was 8 months. I thought it was a year.
Yeah, 8 months.
Consistently. 5 months of rain.
And you came from Alaska originally?
Well, I've been, you know, I was born in Japan, live in the Pacifics, Texas, all throughout the West Coast, Alaska. Yeah.
You were telling me earlier about spending time in the woods in places like Alaska, California, and having a lot of different encounters with bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a good rapport with bears. I've had dreams where I was a bear at one time in my life.
And you were telling me about being pretty up close and personal.
Every encounter, there've been bears fucking only 5 feet away from me.
So you know a bear a lot better than most people
Grizzly,
would.
brown,
yeah,
black bear.
And you already said that what you heard was not any kind of common
It wasn't a bear.
sound with that.
It wasn't an elk. You know, elk makes those
Yep, that
fucking
very
like,
unique bugle.
right, and fucking wasn't anything that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just more, it was ominous, you know, like, I don't know, it sounded like Chewbacca.
Right, a throaty,
Star
gurglish
Wars,
kind of whistle
yeah.
yell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's described.
And just rustling, a lot of fucking like shaking thing, you know?
Right.
Making a, you know, like I've seen fucking gorillas and, like orangutans doing it. They'll shake the tree,
Sure.
for more action.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what it was.
Letting you know they're there.
Yeah.
But nothing ever harmed you during that
Nothing
time
ever,
or
no.
anything like that.
Uh-uh.
And you told me earlier you've heard mountain lions, you've heard basically everything out there. Yeah. That's cool to hear, man. I appreciate you telling me about this. That's an awesome story, and yeah, man. I just we were sitting in here in the bar, and I asked him, and he said, yeah, kinda. I got a little bit to tell you. And so thanks for doing that, man. I sure appreciate it. Thank you. Cool, man. People love to hear that.